Yo guys, what's going on? It's FIFA Flow here. Welcome back to another episode. Welcome back to another league episode. Today is the second league episode. Last time we talked about the Premier League, and today we're going to be talking about the La Liga, mainly focusing on Barcelona. We're going to be talking about a bit about Real Madrid, Atletico de Madrid, but mainly it's going to be on Barcelona the with the return of Xavi Hernandez. This time not the player, but as a coach. We're gonna talk about what he could bring to the club, plans for the club, and I'm gonna say what I believe that he can do for the club. Personally. He has a lot of potential, and so far, from what he's saying, is very good. But we have to see how he's gonna project that, what he's gonna future of the club, how he's gonna change the club. Right now, it's just words, not words, and it's not become anything yet. So hopefully that yet can become uh something. Hopefully that right now it's words, and hopefully those words can become actually do something good for the club. So we're gonna be talking about all of that. Let's get right into it. Let's go quick and fast, guys. Um, let's get right into it. The second league episode with the La Liga. Let's start with the La Liga table, and I think today's mainly gonna be Barcelona episode, but we're gonna talk about a bit of the other teams. Real Madrid, uh, second in the league, but they are a game behind as well, and I think they're gonna win their next game. They won against Real Valencia, the Walmart Madrid derby. We talked about this in the game week video you posted a few minutes ago. Because like I'm posting these on the same day, double upload, guys. That's it on the Instagram. So yeah, Real Madrid, uh, in second place. They're doing good with Sevilla as well. I don't know. Maybe Sevilla will go over, but yeah, the top four, maybe even the top five is looking, or maybe even the top six honestly. But no, if I say six in 2019, like very close. That the top three, or let's just say the top four, is looking very saucy up here because look at this. I don't know, Real Sociedad. What did they get last season? They got fifth. Now they're in first. Real Madrid, they got second. They are currently in second. Atletico, Sevilla last season got fourth. They're in third, and Atletico got fourth. They are in. Atletico got first, and they are in. Barcelona is the only club that got from third and are starting off with one of the worst ever in history. Ninth place. Doing at Arsenal. Last season, Arsenal got ninth. This season, Barcelona are at ninth right now. But I mean, it's only been a third of the way through the league, but still, third of the way. After a third of the season, they're doing full Arsenal. So that's Barcelona. Actually, Osasuna and Real Valencia, both new teams who got promoted from. Or no, actually, Osasuna actually got promoted 2 seasons ago to the first league of the La Liga. Was it even later as well? I don't know. 4 seasons ago, and in Real Valencia, first season, the first division La Liga, and they're both these teams are already doing better than Barcelona, who's been in the first La Liga for over 20 years. Of course, you've seen the past 2 decades of football, and you can see best decade, best everything. I think of um the past 2 decades of football have been ruled by Barcelona and Real Madrid, the best two teams past 2 decades. Now going on, bigger teams, they have more money from the Middle Eastern, Qatar, Turkish, Saudi leagues. All of them have bought the other teams, and now they're becoming more giants. Like you can see, Paris Saint-Germain, one of the most expensive. Manchester City, one of the most expensive now because of the money they have. But in the past 2 decades, Barcelona and Real Madrid have run everything in the football world. With Messi versus Ronaldo, of course, the debate past 20 decades, or not the past 20 decades, the past 20 years or the past 2 decades. But after the money came into the other clubs got more notice, like their Premier League. Now Premier League is one of the hardest leagues in the world. You're versing Varane and Van Dijk in FIFA 22. I mean, that's FIFA 22. So they're very good in real life as well. Varane, Van Dijk, Liverpool, one of the best teams. Manchester City, best team. Excuse me. But Chelsea, one of the best teams. So yeah, Real Madrid and Barcelona have ruled everything. La Liga, they went down. In the past 2 decades, La Liga were up here, but I think their downfall. This is like they're not as like hyped as they were before El Clasicos and stuff. The teams no longer have Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, who are the legends of the club, especially with the other legends like Xavi Hernandez, now the coach, Samuel Eto'o, Ronaldinho. They're not all out there. A lot of legends have left. It's just a matter of, and then now Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, soon to be an iconic retired legend, football legend, historic legend, best legends in the football to ever play football. So yeah, they don't have that anymore. It's just all current players or moved players. They don't really have any historic legendary players since Ronaldinho or players like that. But yeah, that's the La Liga. That's just the teams. Atletico de Madrid. Hopefully they do good with Antoine Griezmann going back. He actually scored this weekend. And Luis Suarez also scored. They did tie. They did draw, but they still scored. So at least they're doing stuff. Antoine Griezmann actually doing something. Maybe if Barca didn't sell him, he could have helped Barca. But Barca were in a 1.5 billion euro debt. They had to sell him. And that's what we're going to talk about. I think the rest of the episode, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, we talked about the league. I think it's time to talk about Barcelona. The rest of the episode might be a short 20-minute episode, maybe even 15. But it's mainly about Barcelona. So let's get right into that. Barcelona in currently 1.5 billion euro debt. And I think they've dropped that to 1 billion euros. And seeking to sell 58 million stake in media venture Barca Studios as well in like clothing. They're like manufacturing stuff to sell to their fans. Team Juan Laporta said the team can get its finances order. The team can get its finances in order in 18 months. So they'll get their stuff back in 18 months. So wait 18 months and they'll do better. About a year and a half. And even if we look here, 1.6 billion, they've dropped that to about 1 billion. And I don't know, maybe if they sell what's his name, Pedri, with a 1 billion release clause, maybe, I don't know, they'll be good. They'll be good to get Messi again. Yeah, just someone buy Pedri for 1 billion release. That's what they need to. Yeah, I don't know, maybe Newcastle get Pedri. Newcastle could easily fix Barca's debt, even like help them get more money. But yeah, I don't know, maybe will. Get Pedri, put a 1 billion on Ansu Fati as well. Put a 1 billion on Pedri, Ansu Fati. That's $2 billion if they in the middle of their contract. So yeah, Barcelona. That's like a transfer market of what players could possibly leave. And I saw a few news. Dani Alves could be coming back. Right back legend at Barcelona until he went to the Brazilian league. And now he has no club, and now he might have a chance to go back to Barcelona because Barcelona really need him. One of the best players, best defenders in the world. Samuel and Titi actually leaving as well. Maybe that's the case here. Is they sell Titi by Dani Alves because Dani Alves might not be in his prime anymore, but he's definitely one of the best during his time. That could be a possibility. Samuel and Titi going to Benfica actually, a bit strange. I don't know, maybe he played at Benfica before, but yeah, that's Barcelona on transfer market. Make sure to go follow them as well. Very reliable source. Fabrizio, I think there's some stuff here, but Barcelona director Ramon Plant expected to be allowed to leave. Laporta said, yeah, because apparently this guy here, he looks like Luke de Jong. Why is it not? I thought it looks like Luke de Jong. Yeah, both are old. But Ramon Plains has asked Barcelona to leave the club even if he has 2 years contract left. He'll be allowed to leave. It's true that and confirmed as per F Polo, I guess. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's Barcelona. With one player wants to leave, maybe he'll have to pay a bit more money back. But I guess if one player does leave, that will help with Barca's financial situations because they don't have to pay extra. But I don't know how big this guy is. Like, how much money he makes. I don't really know him, but overall, I think one less man, more money. So good for the club, good for the debt of the club. Let's look at transfer market, and we're gonna be talking about a few other stuff, the tactic and they can play. So let's look. Goalkeeper Neto. This is their backup goalkeeper after Ter Stegen. If he gets injured, like Ter Stegen gets injured, you have Samuel, not Samuel, Samuel. You have Neto, 5 million, Brazilian Italian, but he's Brazilian. Uh, so yeah, you have Neto 5 million market. He went down 5 million. If you go on him, does it show like his market value now? Okay, 5 million market value, 5.5. He went down. I think that just shows from the last month he went down. So this is current market value, 5.5. I think he's definitely a key player, key goalkeeper. They need to keep him the backup. You have Ter Stegen as the main goalkeeper. Neto is a backup, and then you have Iñaki Peña and Marc Andre Ter Stegen is his brother. This is the actual Ter Stegen. You have Ter Stegen is the main one. Neto is the backup for Ter Stegen, and then you have Iñaki Peña as a younger goalkeeper, as a younger goalkeeper, just in case like for the future, maybe like if yeah, I'm surprised Neto is actually the backup goalkeeper is actually older than the main goalkeeper. Yeah, Ter Stegen, he's still class goalkeeper, 60 million, of course. Not as much as Manuel Neuer, and I don't know. Has he played for the national team? I think he's the back. I think Neuer is the main goalkeeper, and Ter Stegen is the backup goalkeeper for the national team. But yeah, that's the goalkeeper situation. So don't sell any of their goalkeepers. Let's look over here. This guy, he's definitely a youngster. Keep him. Eric Garcia, keep him as well. He's just went to the club. Yeah, from Manchester City. Long legs, sell long legs on. I think long legs, his time is over. He needs to go. Mingueza, he hasn't had a bad month. I think he had a decent month. A decent start to the season. Maybe last season he didn't have the best, but this season he's definitely had a good start. In my opinion, as a defender, as a center back, keep him. I think he has potential, more potential. Long legs. He has to go. That's easy. 20 million. Profit, not profit, but like 20 million into the club. Gerard Piqué, keep well, just concerts for on free concerts when you the league. Here's when you Barca wins the league, they get free concerts by Shakira. So yeah, if you guys don't know, Piqué and Shakira there. Samuel Mtiti, and we saw that as well over here. Might go to Benfica, and does it say 5 million? But it is a loan, but I mean, of course, it's less pay for Barcelona, so that's good for them. I think sell him, just sell him. But I mean, for the price he is, you can't really sell someone for the price like a 5 million price. So I guess it makes sense to loan. Maybe if he sees if they see how he does there, they might actually sell him for maybe like more than whatever 5 million. So yeah, that's Samuel Tutti. Sell him, sell long legs. That's 20 million. Jordi Alba, keep him. Maybe get an extra left back. There is a youngster, 18-year-old, but maybe get like a mid 20-year-old going into his prime. Maybe someone like that. A left back like that. I think they need a better left back. So maybe we'll take a look at other left backs. Alex Blade, youngster, of course, left back, youngster, backup. Yeah, and then the same thing here. You only have you have two right wing backs and not right wing backs, two right backs, right full backs, and then two left full backs. I think you need, yeah, definitely have someone past their prime, someone young, and someone going into their prime, someone like that. I think that's what they need. They have Jordi Alba getting a bit older, and then they have he's still class. He's still class for Barcelona. You have Alex Blade, 18 years old. Get someone like 24 years old, and they're good. I think they're gonna be good as long as they're good. Depending. Jorginho Dest, keep him. He's very very good for the club. Yeah, he plays good. Good back. Good right wing back. He pushes up a lot, goes down the wing, so which helps them counter as well from wing, cross it over, counter, and then whatever he does, he does him. Sergio Busquets, keep him as well. He is getting old though, but you have like Gonzalez. You have Gonzalez. Frankie de Jong is a central midfielder, but you have Gonzalez. I think get another once again get another 24-year-old for the 24-year-old like defensive midfielder. You're good to go. Maybe like Valverde. Valverde is like a young 20-year-old, like around I think he's around 23, young 23-year-old, defensive midfielder, like box to box midfielder. Get someone like that, another 20-year-old defensive midfielder to replace Sergio Busquets because Sergio Busquets is getting old. But you do have Nico Gonzalez. He's 19, going into his 20s, so you never know. He has a future to come. I don't know how long his contract is. Actually, contract expires 2024. So yeah, he still has 3 years left, and in 3 years he'll be 22 years old. They'll see, is he a good defensive midfielder to replace Busquets more? If he is, they extend his contract. If not, get another 20-year-old or someone younger. So that's they can easily make money off of that. Yeah, keep this left back and the right back, but buy an extra like 20-year-old one, someone like that, or maybe even like see, but Serginho Dest, he's the main right back. You don't really see this guy play it all, but Serginho Dest mainly plays right back. Maybe get like a older, like someone in their prime, a right back in their prime. And for left back, get a left back that's around 24 years old. Same with the midfield. Get like a midfielder that's like 24 years old, but of course in the next 3, they'll see how Gonzalez is, and maybe they'll keep him. Frankie de Jong, best midfielder over there. They're carrying Pedri also 1 billion release clause on injury as well. Almost the whole team is on injury basically. Xavi, central midfielder, PK Pigui, midfielder, and Gavi's only 17 years old. Just reminding you that Gavi only 17, Pedri 18 years old, and their midfielders. These are the future midfielders. So you never know. They are still young, so they're not the best like compared to others, other midfielders like Valverde, maybe even Camavinga is better than these two. But in the next few years, we're gonna see it. They could have potential. That's why they signed them, is because in the future they have potential. So sign from an early age. If they don't have potential later, you sell them. So that's basically how the model goes. So if they do have potential, or if they do good, you extend the contract because they're good for the club. Or you can sell them for profit as well. Sergio Roberto, you can I'd say sell him as well. Get some money off of that. Philippe Coutinho, this guy, they bought him for what was it, 120 million. Look at him now. He's 22 million market. What happened to this guy? His Bayern days, his Liverpool days. What happened to that? And I don't know. Coleman just put him on the bench. Waste of money right here. 120. He went down 100 million. That's quite unfortunate. Ansu Fati pulled his leg. We talked about that on the game week episode. Make sure to go check that out. We talked about on the game week episode. Dembele also, we talked about that a few episodes ago as well. Not the league episode. This is not a seasonal episode. On the seasonal episode, the season episodes ago, we talked about Dembele getting an injury that he's paper literally comes back from a full year injury. First game and he's injured again. And that's of course we're going to talk about it in a bit, but Xavi has some plans for that as well. And the rest are just the rest is the rest. Luke De Jong, get him out. I don't know why the heck they bought him, but it is a loan, I think it was. Martin Braithwaite's the GOAT. Martin Goatwaite, R9. He's better than R9 as well. Best player, best striker. And Sergio Aguero with the chest injury, Memphis Depay. Hopefully he does good as well. He did good at the start, but he's not really doing the best right now. Yeah, hopefully Aguero. Hopefully his chest injury gets better. Hopefully it gets better, because I really feel bad for him. Hopefully he doesn't go into hopefully he doesn't go in a heart attack or like collapse. Hopefully he doesn't collapse. But yeah, that's like what they can sell, what their plans are, who to buy. Maybe buy another like 24-year-old left back just for replacement. That's that. Before we end off the episode, let's look at the let's talk a bit about Barcelona, and then we're gonna end the episode soon. Let's look. How do you look at like left back? Don't ask why those searches. I don't have transfers. Rumors. But yeah, I don't really know how to look at left backs. It was like the stuff here, but it doesn't really say like left back how much they're worth. Persian guy, I mean. Oh, Iran, guys, Iran. I'm Persian as well. But yeah, I guess yeah, that's okay. We won't look at that. But before we end the episode, let's talk about tactics. And we have something here. We have a few stuff here. So let's talk about what Xavi wants to do to the club. Is there a way to like make it bigger? Let's talk about what Xavi wants to bring to the squad. Are now expecting to arrive at the train 90 minutes before training sessions begin. So he wants them to come 90 minutes. Staff are expected to arrive at the training ground 2 hours before training sessions begin. And apparently, if they don't come before that time, I think if the staff don't, or I think mainly the players, because the players are the one they want to. Xavi wants to improve the players, of course. So if the players don't come 90 minutes before, they're gonna get a penalty, a financial penalty of apparently, and that's of course financial because they're gonna pay the club. They want the club to go out of debt. Very bad spot. And maybe Real Madrid might go into that situation too. You never know. They're in a very bad. I think they also have a very big debt. Well, Real Madrid debt, and a lot of teams are in debt. Like Real Madrid debt for 240 million. Okay, never mind. Barcelona are just bad. But then why Real Madrid? Why is the president of Real Madrid want to have the Super Cup, the Super League? I don't know. So we'll talk about that another time, maybe. To talk about the Liga. But I mean, they do want money. It's all about money. All this is about money. That's fine. Of course, if you're out of debt, you don't have to worry about being in debt. Back. You just spend the money all you want. So that's why, of course, they just want more money, of course, to buy better players, like buy Ronaldo back. Prime Ronaldo at Real Madrid, that was the best thing. But yeah, all players are expected to eat lunch at the club's training facility with the club's nutritionists overseeing what is on the menu. That's gonna be like, they're gonna go on a diet, of course. That's a big one. That's a very big one. They must eat at the expected to eat at the club's training facility. The return of the fine system that will see penalized for idiom Moors, including up late. So yeah, this is the one I'm talking about. So this is a return. I'm surprised that this wasn't a thing before, especially in the situation they should have done this before. Repeat offenses will be fine double. We'll see the fine of double, so they do fights. As reported, some players were docked up to 6,000 for being guilty of the same offenses over and over again. So yeah, then it'll be like maybe they do it again. If they do it again, it'll go to 12,000 or something. Double up. In 48 hours before the game, players must be back home no later than midnight to ensure they are in the best possible condition on match day by leading an orderly life on the eve of the game. So that's gonna be a big one. Have good sleep. Sleep equals good day, I guess. I don't know what I was trying to say. Like good mental sleep. If they don't have a good sleep, you're mentally not prepared. If you have a good sleep, you're gonna be mentally prepared and good, ready to play. Only those who impress in training will be selected in the starting 11. This is all by Xavi, by the way. The rest will remain on the bench or not be called up upon at all time, at all. So I don't know, that's gonna be big. If you're doing good at training, showing up 90 minutes, doing good at training, that's gonna be good. If activities or obligations outside of football begin to affect players' performance, then the player in question will be supervised by a member of coaching staff. Any private trips during the season cannot be sanctioned without permission from the coach. That's going to be a big one. Players cannot leave on a trip or something the coach does not accept. But I think that on the agreements or something, there's something where players may go on players may go to like to support the national team on national duty as well. National duty, we want to talk about that, and maybe this weekend instead of Bundesliga, we'll talk about the Liga. but we're here to talk about the La Liga right now. Any activities deemed a risk of players' fitness or physical will be outlawed. Electric bikes and surfing are just two of the activities no longer permitted by Xavi and won't be considered as a flagrant breach or contract under the new regime. So yeah, activities. I don't know some of these activities, electric bikes and surfing, because this could be physically and like yeah, physically bad, injury from them for their players, and he wants to keep their players physically prepared and mentally prepared. And clean image is key. Everyone is associated with the club, from the backroom staff to players, will be expected to carry themselves manner befitting of the club's history and traditions when in the public eye. So yeah, make sure you're wearing the Barcelona stuff. Make sure you're being polite because it supports the club and gives a good eye, or a good view on a review on the club. Good view on the club. So yeah, that's what he wants to do. And as well, of course, one other thing he wants to do like have a better medical team, because when you see the whole team, if you look back over, if you literally see, like, if we go back here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You have 11 players out of, I'd say, about 30ish. 11 out of 30 injured, or 28, I guess it's 20. 11 out of, like, no, 30. Those are just numbers, but anyways, let's just say 30. 11 out of 30 players are injured, and that's maybe because of the medical team. Get a better uh get a better scientist, like those like physiotherapists. Get one. He wants to get something like that, and I think he had a few people on his mind during when he played. They were very good for him and the club. So maybe bring them back, or I think from Al Sadd, he wants to bring some of those like physiotherapists from Al Sadd, and those Al Sadd help Barcelona. And then yeah, that's what he wants. Those are his plans. So very good that we went over this. Now I really like this. As of course, as I said earlier in the beginning, these are the words. This is what he says to do. Let's see what the actions he does, and let's see if those actions that he takes will actually do something beneficial for the club. So hopefully he does. This is what these two are. What Pep Guardiola has to say, because Pep is 10 years older. He's 51, 52. I think he's, yeah, somewhere around that. Pep is actually 50 years old, and Xavi is 41 years old. So Pep actually coached Xavi at Barcelona. Pep plays for Barcelona, coaches Xavi. Xavi played for Barcelona. Now Xavi's the coach. Yeah. This is what he had to say. He knows the club. This is what Pep had to say about Xavi. He knows the club and will bring a positive energy given how he enjoys football because of his dedication. He always sees the positive side of things. I agree with that. With his class at Al Sadd, dedication and effort. He's very dedicated. He wants to. He's played for that club for 17 for almost his whole career. He did a Messi at that club. Messi and Xavi, 17 years there. And he wants to help the club. He definitely wants to help the club. The dedication all of this. He's doing all of this right away. He says this. Now we have to see him do it. Actually, he is doing it. Will that when he does do it, when he is doing it right now, will it actually help the club? And hopefully it does. But yeah, with his class, dedication, and effort, I'm sure he'll improve the club situations. Yeah, hopefully in a help them win, but also in a financial situation. Well, yeah. Before we end the episode, let's talk about what tactics he can play. Of course, we'll keep like Longley. I did say like sell Longley and stuff, but we're gonna keep them because they do have them still. Now let's talk about this. What could they play if they had all players? He did say Dembele, Ousmane Dembele, one of the best right wing backs, one of the best players in his position. Now he is injured, but when he's not injured, like when at Borussia Dortmund, he was a very he was a beast for his age and his position at Borussia Dortmund, and he wants to get him back in that form. That's why he wants to rechange the medical team to help these players get out of injury faster, help them with the training so they can get back and help the team. So yeah, and let's say they are all. Hey, let's put them in their current situation. Dembele is. Hey, actually, if we put them in the current situation, everybody's gonna be. But how I would play Barcelona is a 4-3-3, a simple 4-3-3, with Ousmane Dembele on the left or on the right, Ansu Fati on the left. Then at striker, we do Gothwaite at striker. Not Memphis Depay, not Memphis Depay. That's what I forgot on the list. Well, and then let's well, Coutinho will be a sub, but definitely play him. I want to see him play more. But in a team like this, if I had to choose myself, I'd put Pedri in at center mid, Frankie De Jong at central mid, kind of like something like this, and then Busquets more defending. So you can see we're gonna have four. Your center defensive mid, center mid, 3-3, 4-3. Yeah, and then your back line, you have Dest right back, Weza, Gerard, Piqué, and Jordi Alba. So this is a 4-3-3 formation they can play. Coleman played at 3-3, a 3-5-2 or something like that, and that's not a bad position. But for me and for Xavi, maybe this is a good formation. Simple formation like this. Their club is very good for 4-3-3 as well. So let's set a 3-back as well. Let's set up a 3-back. You got Mingueza at a right back like this, right center back. PK left or center or just regular center back. Then maybe like I think Umtiti. If he makes Umtiti like he was during like 2018 when Umtiti was on the France national team, up to France national team. If he makes Umtiti like that again, Umtiti is a class player for Barcelona. So let's just leave this in. This is your 3-back. You play Jordi Alba left mid, Serginho Dest right mid. In the midfield, you get Frankie De Jong center mid here. Let's just put let's put Gavi well in center mid. And let's use Coutinho this time. Coutinho over here at cam. You have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. You have 7, 8. Oh, something like this. Maybe like 9 here. Ansu Fati, and then Memphis Depay over here. So that's a nice team as well. I honestly, I rate this team. I think it's a good team. Let's just use him. This is Memphis Depay. So this is a nice team as well. 3-4, 3-5-2. Shouldn't it be a 3-5-3? 3-5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, no, we're right. 3, 5, 2. Yeah, 10 and 11, which is the goalkeeper. So yeah, this is a very, very nice team. Well, or this is a 3, 4, and then 3 over here. I think 3-5-2, same thing. Nice team here as well. These guys will be up, yeah, something like this. And these guys, they come back as well. If the ball comes down around them, they come back as well. So it kind of acts. They drop back as well. So it kind of acts like a 5-back, but these guys are kind of more forward. Like a 5-back, they're more wide. Like here in a 5-back, you usually have like 1, 2, 3. Usually have it like this, and they're a bit more up here. Maybe they'll go down the wing sometimes, and mainly back. But when in a 3-back, you have them come back, but you also have them go up a lot as well, like up over here a lot as well to help as like a winger. Yeah, that's what I play them at 3-5-2. This is a nice formation as well. Either the 4-3-3 I showed, 3-5-2. They have a lot of tactics as well. Tactics such as like, okay, let's say Mingueza, ball. This is the ball. Yeah, Mingueza. Yeah, I'd probably play PK on the right back. So yeah, you have PK, you have Dest. You passes it to Frankie De Jong. Dest goes up the wing here as well. He passes it, crosses it over to Dest. Dest gets a nice touch on it, and then you You have Braithwaite ready to what's it called? Header it. You have maybe like uh Ansu Fati more back, just move across his and Coutinho right out the box. And Coutinho's here because maybe if Dest wants to go up, cut in to Braithwaite and scores, or you can go over here, dribble around, and maybe pass it out the box because out the box is a very good place, a very key place as well. Out the box for a nice finesse shot like Messi used to do in his time at Barcelona. Nice finesse shot out of the box. So they have a few opportunities, and then of course, if you can't get a finesse, you come back here. Ansu goes wide, go over here, go in, something like that, go forward here. Yeah, so a lot of stuff. I'm making these tactics because when I play FIFA, this is what happens in FIFA. This is my tactics in FIFA as well. I think it through, and this is what Xavi's doing as well. Xavi's thinking through financially for the players, mentally, physically for the whole team because he's definitely dedicated for the team. But yeah, this is a very the Barca episode. We did talk about a bit about the La Liga as well. So that's gonna be end off the episode. If you guys enjoyed the episode, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell as well. This weekend we might do the League One or the Bundesliga. I'll let you guys know on the Instagram. The link will be down below. I'll let you guys know everything on the Instagram. So make sure to go follow it. Make sure to subscribe. As I said, hit the notification. Next week we're gonna be talking about the national game of Brazil versus Argentina. So we're gonna talk about that. For now, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Peace.